Today, we will talk to each other about seeing a storm in a dream, whether seeing a sandstorm, or when we see a storm accompanied by sand, a severe storm, a regular storm, or even when we see whether damage occurred due to this storm. We will try to collect the greatest amount of interpretations related to seeing storms. First, seeing a severe storm is one of the symbols that can indicate the occurrence of changes, radical changes in the dreamer's life, and these changes will greatly affect the shape of the dreamer's life. Also, seeing an accompanying severe storm, or one with bad dirt, sometimes indicates fears that the dreamer is experiencing, or fears surrounding him, or that he is thinking about all the time. When a person sees that he is hiding from a storm, there are also visions that indicate the disappearance of a problem, the disappearance of fears, or the disappearance of a state of anxiety, tension, or severe fears. The storm is also when a person sees that there is a very severe storm, and this storm is taking off or causing damage to the environment surrounding the seer. Unfortunately, it is one of the symbols that indicate the presence of problems and major problems that the seer will suffer from in the coming period. Sometimes it also indicates difficulties or obstacles that may stand in front of the person in order to achieve a dream. Or he achieves a goal that he was hoping for in the severe storm. He also does not see that it enters the place where he lives, or enters his house and breaks things in the house. So these are also problems and disagreements. But these problems and disagreements can end with time or with patience. When the seer sees that there is a storm and this storm is accompanied by rain, or seeing a storm and then followed by rain, it is also one of the visions that are praiseworthy. First of all, they tell good news that the dreamer can hear. Sometimes it indicates security and stability in a person's life in general. As for seeing the very severe storm that reached the level of a hurricane, it is also one of the symbols that are somewhat undesirable. Sometimes it indicates problems or very severe worries that he may be experiencing. The dreamer. Also, strong winds that sometimes reach the point of a hurricane indicate severe burdens or severe psychological pressure that the mind may be able to bear. Seeing a storm is also a symbol that is possible. Unfortunately, when the seer is that there is a very severe storm, it sometimes indicates a health crisis that the dreamer may be going through. Sometimes it indicates fear or anxiety about the future, or an opinion that one is afraid of. Hiding from the storm sometimes saves one's mind from dangers, fatigue, or problems. Also, when a person sees storms, they are sometimes symbols that can indicate sustenance and goodness. When he sees the seer that he is able to withstand the storm, and that he is sitting in the storm, and there is no harm of its kind, sometimes it indicates elevation and the coming of goodness. Seeing a storm accompanied by rain is also a symbol that indicates an improvement in the dreamer's standard of living, as well as blessings and prosperity. A dust-laden storm is also one of the symbols that may be somewhat unpleasant, as it sometimes indicates temptations or adversities that the dreamer may go through. When we see that there is a dust-laden storm and a very severe storm, including any harm to the seer, this means that the person is surrounded by enemies, and it may be that these enemies will cause him some harm. Also, when he sees a dust storm entering the house, he has problems inside the house. Also, seeing the black storm. The black storm is also a symbol that is sometimes unpleasant to see. Sometimes it indicates problems or the occurrence of a health crisis. When a single girl sees a storm, it sometimes indicates that there is something causing her anxiety or fear in a certain way. Also, sometimes the storm is the type that may indicate problems that may occur. A severe storm also occurs when you see that it is inside the house or entered the house there. This means that there will be problems in the house for her. Also, when harm has occurred to her, this means that unfortunately she will suffer harm from a certain matter. As for the light storm laden with rain, it denotes happiness and relief, as well as good news for her of engagement and marriage. Also, when a married woman sees a storm, it sometimes indicates instability. In her married life, when she sees that a storm has entered the house, she will have marital or family problems and disagreements. It is also one of the symbols that a married woman sees in general, unfortunately, which indicates problems, but they will be resolved soon. I hope you like the video.